every single week, meaning it's a massive major, and that doesn't even begin to go into how big North America is.
But that's it. It's a weekly major tournament for $1,000 and 100 placement points to get to grand finals, a season finals, I should say, of 200,000.
And if you want to be one of those 16 players in this free-to-enter online league, which anybody, so long as you are of the right age, can enter, then you can do it. But it's not going to be an easy task. If you're going to be one of those 16 players, you have to earn it so hard in Season 3.
You guys head to proleague.com/MKX to find out how you can enter these cups. We're only at week 3, so there is time if you have some good consistent placings to be up there with these guys. You can, if you're watching this and you think, I can take these guys on, I'm on PS4, I can do this, then go to proleague.com/MKX where you can find out how to sign up and take part. They are free to enter, and absolutely anyone, as long as you're over the age of 18 for EU, can enter them. So, get a chance then to win that cash and those placement points, and we might see you in the season finals.
So we're setting up our grand finals right now, which is going to be Madzin versus Foxy Grampa. I actually think that we might see Jason again. Kotal Khan or Jason?
I would like to see Jason again. I would hope Madzin's worked on it in the week though, because Foxy's Melina is just smooth. You know, I mean, it's consistent. It's very steady. It's very reliable. I saw elements of that in Madzin's Jason. It just was quite rough around the edges because it clearly isn't one of his main characters. He's picking it up for this pick. But at the same time, you know, if he's put a week into that character, then that can make all the difference.
I mean, I completely agree, especially with the newly buffed Unstoppable, where, let's not forget, Jason in general has been upgraded where he gets built. He's got some built-in tick grabs. He's got built-in tick grabs, and he's got, very importantly, when his Unstoppable damage buff is activated, he now armor breaks with everything. It's basically Superman's trait from Injustice, right? He gets access to that immediately, where it's armor breaking just outright. One of the few characters in the game that gets armor breaking properties as a built-in unbreak, not rapidly hitting attacks that chew through armor the way you would conventionally. I mean,
just
hit
the
you,
ability to break armor with them.
I hit you, armor doesn't matter. And that's, I actually really like the fact that they gave that to Jason, because it's given him real relevance, especially going into when we had Combat Pack 2 with Leatherface coming out, where Leatherface, a lot of people were kind of worried, is Leatherface just going to kind of be another Jason where he's kind of got strike attacks, kind of up close, a little big body, kind of sluggish and slow, and Leatherface comes out and is just this massively unique character anyway. But then, at the same time they do Combat Pack 2, they throw in a patch that makes Jason better and gives him even more uniqueness, especially when you go for Relentless, where he does more damage over time, or Unstoppable, where it's crazy enough that he can get back, he can get back to life after losing if you choose to, but giving him the option to be one of the few characters in the game that can armor break by himself. I think that was a great design choice.
But Madzin is going to have to defeat Foxy's Melina to do that, though, to get himself the points and the money. So let's have a quick look at some of the Melina stats going into this grand final. We can see some notable players. Foxy Grampa, I have no doubt this is going to be updated with Saltface at some point, considering Saltface has made 2 top 8s with this character using Ethereal as well. But we can see Ravenous gets the grabs and some cool tick throws. Piercing is the bread and butter of Foxy Grampa at this point. That crazy Psy variation with back 1-2 is so good. The low Psy makes every single blocks back 1-2 a read onto a special move if he so chooses to. And then you've got the Ethereal, which is where we see Saltface really just do some crazy things, like just using the fade and the teleports that she gets to really mix it up and get some cool confirms, get some cool comebacks like we saw only possible.
Top 5 plays week 2, we saw that, where it was Scar versus Saltface. And, I mean, if it was any other variation, Scar would have either armor broke or just done a meaty to chew through any wake-up attack in a situation where Saltface was pixels away from death. But because he was playing Ethereal, the variation that Saltface has forefronted massively gave him the invincible escape into a full combo, into another full combo, into armor-breaking Scar's wake-up, into an absolutely fantastic comeback that was only possible in Ethereal, but once again, only possible because Saltface puts in the necessary work into making Ethereal work.
It's almost as if the variation system was a really good idea and actually works in a competitive environment. Who'd have thunk?
I'm not gonna. I love the variation system in the game. I mean, just giving the ability.
Tribog! Tribog! Wait, cough button.
I mean, I know, right? Where it's basically like you give players the option to have a character they love, but then that community then kind of gets divided, not divided as such, but kind of
spreads off,
does
its own thing.
These different areas where, you know, there's so much to explore. You've got triple the content in a character. That's the bottom line. You've got triple the options that you can go for. I think that makes for a lot of competitive variety.
I mean, we see it all the time. I mean, it's a nice dynamic. But before we go too off topic, we are going to get into our versus screen for our grand finals. We have Madzin versus Foxy Grampa, and I mean, how do you think it's going to do? Another 3-0, or do you think Madzin's going to be able to really bring this back?
Foxy played Cage.
Apparently it's Reptile.
How about that? Madzin plays Melina. I mean, maybe that's a surprise pick, right? Piercing mirror.
Actually, it's funny you should mention that. It's funny you should mention that because at Hype Spotting, we saw Use for Glue go up against Foxy Grampa. Use for Glue was really close to beating him in the mirror.
He
really
comes
close.
Use for Glue very often. I mean, I want to give the biggest shout-outs in the world to Use for Glue. The guy that actually, the way you guys see Melina played now is actually not Foxy's creation. It's Use for Glue's creation. Where back in the day, we made a tier list at the end of 2015, and we said, is Melina quite good? Is she better than people make out? I mean, obviously she got buffed. She got some buffs here and there, but as a core, Use for Glue was actually the player that kind of discovered that and showed it to Foxy, and they together kind of developed this new style of piercing that you can see now. And then when the beta came out, giving her the little buffs, it then further helped shape the fundamentals of piercing. And they come so close all the time, but going into grand finals when we have Foxy and Madzin, and he's gone into Sub-Zero. Now, this has actually seemed to be a very rough matchup for Sub-Zero. I mean, she doesn't really have to care about the clone.
If you can corner her, I mean, I see her having to do with it like everyone else, but she has very fast launching armor, so if you are off...
Oh, purposely neutral ducking! PND! Into the 1-1 freeze. That was risky, but what a read.
There's the clone. I mean, that was a wonderful way to start things off. Gets that back on into the throw, staggers it, Madzin respects it.
Foxy's, yeah, I like the play here. He's not going to find himself pressuring Madzin in the corner because you just don't want to be in the corner against Sub-Zero at all.
Oh, that's a really good trade for Madzin. Foxy, for the first time in his life, doesn't have a breaker ready. Going to get the clone up. Oh no, Op's not to do it at all. Oh wow, actually he baits it out for a full combo punish. Madzin absolutely controlling the pace.
Oh no, the jumping punch whiff because a small hitbox is so unfortunate.
In that situation, don't even go for the jumping punch. Just take the standing string, get the launcher. That's what you need.
I think in that situation, you're so used to the jumping punch just working. I mean, what's to go wrong, right? Very unfortunate situation. And this whole round has gone pear-shaped.
Oh, it's looking so good for Madzin as well. Still very much in it, but Foxy now has a break available, so I have to watch out.
Oh, that's 6 frame down 1, recently given to a very good tool for channeling those tiny little situations.
Oh, wow, that was wonderful. Now, thing is, normally, Sub-Zero's jump-ins are amazing and quite hard to anti, especially his punches. So Foxy opts to run underneath him and anti him from the other side. Either amazingly good timing and getting really lucky, or just a perfect read from Foxy.
Nice throw tech right there from Madzin. You got to be so careful about with punishing. Gets a clean jump in, but not ready for it to connect from that range. That's a full hit confirmed there from Foxy, going straight in, forcing the break out of Madzin. Nice slide to go under it, but challenging it with a meterless roll. One of the better meterless wake-ups in the game. Going to opt to grab him straight into the corner. He knows Foxy's going to break. May as well get some corner pressure while we're at it. And he tries to get the jumping punch.
Wow, dive kick completely makes the clone irrelevant. Maybe that's one of the things that we see in this matchup. So hard for Sub-Zero. I mean, the thing is, Foxy he's played this matchup like hundreds and hundreds of times with
I'm
Melina.
pretty certain that Sub-Zero is probably, especially as Melina, I'm fairly certain that Sub-Zero is probably Foxy's most fought against character. I mean, whenever I watch Foxy play anyone on stream, doesn't matter who it is, all the Sub-Zeros out there, I mean, Foxy's always playing him, and especially with Madzin as well. I mean, these guys are just training partners, so, I mean, he's so versed in this matchup at this point, but, I mean, I'm still reeling over that jumping punch that just missed. It's so unfortunate, because that could have been the round. He finally got him in the corner.
It was the start of a downhill slope for Madzin, really. He had amazing momentum, brilliant reads. He got the combo, he got the trade, he got the corner positioning, but just that clutch drop just cost him so much. And he's going into a 1-0 deficit, gets his stage again, but he just needs to get her cornered. I mean, really, that is the only saving grace Grandmaster's going to have. He needs to corner her, get the clone up, and make her guess. But Madzin's being really hesitant to move in.
I mean, that's the reality of this matchup, though. Nice challenge there on the meter burn reversal. Foxy ready to go straight in with that meter burn roll. And the problem is, in this matchup, I just don't think... Nice jump in, good hit confirmed from Madzin. Here we go. I just don't think Sub-Zero is going to beat Melina in this neutral at all. She is the queen of neutral in this game.
That's the clone up. Oh no, unfortunately just misplaces it. I said earlier, Madzin's spacing that usually so good, but unfortunately, oh no! And that dive kick, even on block, forces the clone to disappear. And there's the armor. I mean, just answers for everything. Answers for absolutely everything.
You can tell piercing Melina really doesn't have to care about the clone, can't you? You can just see it. Everything he tries to do just gets completely countered.
Oh wow, meterless slide, gets the knockdown. Oh, Foxy hesitates.
I mean,
just
but even if he goes for a meter burn clone, which normally recovers really quickly, Madzin still has to be very hesitant of what comes next.
I mean, it's quite hard to comment on though, because Grandmaster needs the clone. You pick Grandmasters because you do it for the clone, you do it for the for the meter burn clone, and it just doesn't work against her. It really doesn't. I am quite curious as to why Madzin is choosing to stick with this. I shan't imagine we'll see him do it for the third game if he does lose this one.
Oh, Foxy tries to go for the back one anti-air, doesn't quite get it. Madzin having to spend his only bar of meter on that final hit confirm, but always going to be worth it just to push her in the corner. That jump back just to get round. Here comes the reversal, tries to get out, and Foxy getting away with a jump out.
I mean, that's it. I mean, just all the answers in the world. So much meter built, 3 bars. Madzin doing quite desperate things right now to try and deal with this. I mean, meterless slides, yeah, sure it works, it gets the knockdown, but he has no breaker. And it's so dangerous.
Dangerous situation right now, speaking of that, clean anti-air, and that's big damage there. And there's going to go straight into the anti-air. How much damage is this X-Ray going to add? I mean, that's actually scaling quite a lot.
Not really. That does a serious amount of damage.
I think maybe I take it back. 52% anti-air. Okay, I'm pretty sure Foxy will take that into a brutality as well. Okay, I eat my words quite happily right there.
52% damage off an X-ray. I mean, that... I mean, I can understand why you'd assume it'd scale a lot, because there was a lot of hits first, but still. I mean, if you're doing over half damage for an X-ray confirm, definitely worth it. Especially when you've spent the entire round up until that point not using any of your bar. Just get rid of it. I mean, you're Melina. You're going to build it again. Why not?
I keep forgetting that Melina's X-ray does the bulk of the damage at the end. I see a little bit of damage. Madzin going straight back into the Sub-Zero pick. I mean... I really don't agree with that.
Okay,
I actually think that his characters... He has a Jason Voorhees. Jason is good in this matchup. I think for this matchup, you just need to refine your Jason.
He did significantly better with Jason than he did with Sub-Zero now, but it's at the point that... do you think Madzin's even expecting to be able to win this set at this point? Do you think he's just using this as tournament experience? To find out which of his characters he just feels the most comfortable with.
But unfortunately, Foxy's just one step ahead. That instant walk back. Because, I mean, that's what Sub-Zeros do. They go for a down 4, straight in to challenge and try and get that first hit. Foxy steps back and does a full whip punish.
I guess I throw Madzin already down like half life. Where does health even go? Foxy's sitting at 3 bars basically already. Oh, and he just knows the back 1-2 is going to connect. Very reckless decision, but it is going to pay out. Madzin need the full combo, and just like that, Foxy is just going to sit pretty and just trip guard. Tournament point. Madzin looking... he's having a hard time. He's really struggling in this matchup. I think he's kind of lost it for himself by picking Sub-Zero here. It just wasn't a great idea. It's not paying off. I'm sure there's a reason he picked it, and no doubt we'll talk to him about it later on, and he'll give us some answers. We can obviously relay that on to you guys next week.
But I mean,
but still, I mean, this character choice was just completely the wrong thing to do.
Well, the problem is, even the fact that Melina doesn't really have to worry about the ice clone, but Madzin is having to meter burn ice clone just to not get punished. And even when he uses the meter burn ice clone, even when he uses the meter burn ice clone, I mean, he still has to block a lot of follow-ups afterwards, which is getting rid of the clone anyway. Like, it's an unfortunate situation.
There's a meter burn clone. Foxy's still sitting there deciding to just block. Oh, but no, a little bit too early. Could Madzin take a round here? Could he get some damage on the board? I mean, me get 18%, but gets it! That is going to be round. Madzin, if he can keep Foxy here, maybe he can get the round. Foxy doesn't have a breaker. If he can keep... Foxy doesn't have a corner escape, though.
If Madzin can keep him there, he's going to win, but he has to keep him there. Good throw tech, but Foxy fighting his way out of the corner, and he goes in for a risky jump kick. It is going to work out. Gets the low. This is going to be big damage.
Oh, doesn't go for the refreeze. Maybe expecting Foxy to... Wow, that was a wonderful bait by Madzin. Could Madzin take the game, though? Get her cornered. Get her behind a clone. This is what we said he had to do. One more sequence. Oh, yes, the roll back too.
Foxy has to break. That would have been the game. He's going to hit confirm, and Madzin keeping Foxy in the corner, and he is going to take one game off the cards.
Just when we're there saying Madzin's given up, he just gets to the corner and goes, hang on, she's cornered. Maybe I can do this.
Should we know better than to ever count Madzin out now? I mean, like, that was a bleak situation, and he was on match point against, tournament point against him, but that is, we talk over and over and over and over
again. He gave him 1 respect point. Bad sport, Foxy.
No, if Foxy gives you any respect points, that is amazing. He gives me 0s. I give him 0s. It's the PND way. You will never get more than 2 points in a PND King.
There's a reason all the PND players in online have been playing since like for a year, and none of them have like higher than 100 respect points.
0 points and 1 points are of a term I will not repeat on stream. And if you do something that is really impressive, then you will get what is called a strong 2. And that is the best point. That was the highest point you will ever get.
I would give that a strong 2.
I
The thing is, Madzin was playing very ropey there. He was just dropping a lot of confirms, throwing himself at him a little bit. It kind of looked like he'd just given up at that point. But then out of nowhere, he just finds something in him to just bring it back. Has her cornered again. Foxy no breaker.
Staying there, and he's gonna try and bait the reversal, but he's gonna get a nice throw tech. And Foxy not overextending and getting frozen, but he tries to reversal. Madzin just playing with absolute unpenetrable patience.
Foxy just doing a lot of rolls right now. They're really hurting him. Is Madzin going to be able to keep her here? Oh, wow, he manages to do it. Hard knockdown. Clone. Down 4 hits. Wow, Madzin just making all the right decisions.
I mean, Foxy's going to do something. He might do something quite recklessly because, I mean, he might lose the round anyway.
I think he might just try and prioritize getting out of the corner at this point. Madzin doesn't let him that neutral duck.
Madzin just flipping the switch and being in total control over the matchup.
He's 1 round away from tying it up, making that 2-game deficit mean literally nothing, apart from he's actually got the momentum going in. If he can keep him here, it's all about the corner. If he can keep her cornered, he can do it. Or tries to punish, doesn't get it in time, keeps himself safe.
Oh, no. Once again, Foxy getting frozen. Nice reactions there from Foxy. That's one of the things you cannot do as Sub-Zero, is sit behind the clone and throw an ice ball, because she will telekick. Speaking of that, nice reactions on the anti-air roll from Foxy.
Now Madzin needs to keep this meter. He needs to get him cornered. The corner is the lifeblood of this matchup right now. Every single time Madzin's had a good round, it's been in the corner.
Not looking really good. Foxy on a lot of damage, a lot of health right now, and he's going to be very patient and not give him that. Madzin is definitely going to save that meter on the breaker. Tournament point once again for a Foxy Grampa.
As was the situation last time, and he managed to bring it back.
Now the problem is, I mean, Sub-Zero can't throw ice balls in this matchup. She will just telekick it on reaction.
So there's a preemptive clone. Ooh, not
Fox,
quite.
he was looking for it, but he didn't commit.
So tense right now, Madzin. Oh, and there's the good freeze he needs. Gonna end her cornered. Doesn't break. Not quite. Almost there though.
There's the freeze.
That was wonderful.
And once again, Foxy having the breaker ready, saving it. Nice throw tech from Madzin. Oh, that hit confirmed. Wow. Foxy ready for the back 1-2.
Oh, is that gonna be a full punish? No, down 3. Only that. Doesn't commit to the slide either. Madzin throwing a lot away right now.
That was very unfortunate. It could have been a full combo into corner repositioning, but Madzin has to kind of shake it off. No, ready for the hit confirm. Gets a grab again. It's looking good for Foxy right now.
Be careful. Throwing the bar away. No stamina. And there's a throw tech. Madzin cashing out right now. So little health.
Oh,
throws all of his bar. Throws all of his bar away. I think Madzin thinking a little bit too far ahead, but I mean, he was bringing it back. But Foxy will be your second consecutive winner in a row. Week 3, Foxy Grampa is your champion. Commiserations to Madzin for getting another 2nd place. They'll both be walking home with a chunk of cash in their pocket and even more the points towards that all-important season finals.
They are both in a good situation. Foxy has now put himself, he has muscled his way into being the #1 European seed in this Pro League now by getting 2 consecutive wins in a row. Madzin getting 2nd place for 2 weeks in a row, giving himself 150 points, which I believe Sacron and him may be tied now.
I can't remember exactly.
Or Sacron is slightly ahead.
We'll be able to find it out once the points all update. We'll be able to get back to you guys. But we know for sure that Foxy Grampa is now #1 in the EU leaderboards. He rose through the ranks, couldn't enter week 1, put himself in a bit of a difficult situation.
Foxy went into week 2. Foxy and Madzin both went into week 2 with 0 seeding points. And they were on opposite ends of the bracket, which allowed for a grand finals, and we have seen history repeat itself once again. Madzin and Foxy showing us then in the ESL Pro League, they are the 2 most dominant international players. I mean, it's a toss-up between, it's always a toss-up between Foxy, Sacron, players like Storm. I mean, Zarakamaka was very dominant in Season 2, but unfortunately hasn't actually been able to enter Season 3 just yet. But Madzin and Foxy Madzin especially just seems to be progressively getting better and better as each week goes on, especially with that Sub-Zero.
It's just tremendous play around. I mean, we saw him go down 2 games so quickly. We thought, at this point, I think it was a fair assumption that we were all thinking, Madzin's gone Grandmaster again, quick 3-0 incoming, commiserations, playing well, respect to sticking to your character, sort of goes back to what I was saying earlier on about having the option to change, but out of nowhere, just brings back a game and a round and almost a 2nd game to tie the set up. But, I mean, I expect we'll see great things from both these players. This is just week 3. I would be very surprised to not see them make
we have
the majority of the top 8s behind.
5 weeks to go.
We do indeed.
I mean, we're not even halfway through yet, and we've been getting matches like this, and it's only going to get better. Very excited.
I mean, that Sacron and Madzin set alone was wonderful. Before